train. I once rode a train in Spain. I really did do this. It was kind of freaky. I once rode a train in Spain that could travel 300, oh, actually, it went faster than that. Anyway, it could travel 375 miles in 3 hours. How fast was the train traveling? So we're actually asking how many miles an hour was it going? What's the unit rate? What's the speed? So what's my word fraction? Miles over hours. What numbers do I put in?
375 over 3.
And then what do I do with that? Divide by 3. There you go. You know exactly what to do. So if you punch it in carefully in your calculator, you're going to get 125 miles in 1 hour. And I actually looked it up. It's 187 miles an hour. That's how fast it goes. Okay. You feel good about that one? You understand? Now that's a unit rate. How fast was the train going? That wants to know because, anytime, like when you're riding your four-wheeler and whatever, you express it as a unit rate. I'm going 40 miles an hour, 40 miles for a single hour. Number 15 is a different type of question. Okay, this is not going to be asking for a unit rate. It's telling us that Chance saves $675 in 3 months. Well, actually, this is asking 2 questions. How much does he save each month? Each single month. So I guess the first question is a unit rate. But then the second question is how much will he save in a year? So this is a 2-part problem. Okay? So what's my word fraction?
Months over year.
No, read it carefully again. Read it out loud for me. Money over months. Exactly. And what numbers do I write down?
675.
You do write 675 over 3. And how do I make this into a unit rate so I know how much he saves in each single month? All right, and that's going to be $225 each 1 month. Now that answers the first question. But I have a second question. What's that second question, Landon?
How much will he save every month?
So my word fraction's going to be the same, dollars over months. And this is where you're going to have to set up 2 fractions equal to each other. That's called a proportion. And do your cross multiplication stuff. So what numbers are going to go in this first fraction? 675 over 3. And now in this second fraction, where am I going to put the question mark and where am I going to put a number?
You put question mark and then 12.
Oh, good answer, Landon, good answer. It does say 1 year, but your word fraction has months. So you quickly change that into 12 months. Very good. Okay, so do your cross multiplication. Punch that out in your calculator and see what you get. No. Read the digits that are on your computer screen. I mean, your, yeah, that's not 270, that's 2,700. So pretty decent savings. All right, is that good? Now, when we get to number 16, we get to one of the reasons why it's really good to know about unit rates. You want to spend your money wisely. You have 3 options for buying organic, humanely grown eggs. Hank's costs $3.59 per dozen. How many are in a dozen, by the way?
12.
That's right. I'm just going to write a 12 here. Eden's cost $7.29 for a pack of 18. 18 what? Eggs, that's right. Hannah's cost $2.49 for a 6-pack. How many are in a 6-pack? 6, that's right. It's kind of a trick question. Now, what's my word fraction going to be?
Eggs over, money over eggs.
Money over eggs. Perfect. I love that self-correction you did. So let's see. The first company is Hank's. I'm going to write Hank's up here. What number goes on top? $4.59. And what goes on the bottom? $12. That's right. And how do I change that into a unit rate? That's right. So I'm going to take $4.59. You're dividing both of them by 12. Now we're talking money, Landon. How many places after the decimal does money always go? 2 places. Now, look what I've got in my calculator. How does that round off? 0.38. 38 cents for each egg. 38 cents per one egg. Okay. Now, after Hank's, we have Eden's. And you told me to put money on top. Eden's is $7.29. You told me to put eggs on the bottom. We've got a pack of 18. How do I change this to a unit rate? Divide both the top and the bottom by 18. So 7.29 divided by 18. Now that's what I get in my calculator right there. What's that going to round off to since I can only use 2 numbers after the decimal?
5.
Nope, 5's big enough to bump the 0 up to it's going to be 41 cents. 41 cents per one egg. And then my last option is Hannah's. And according to your word fraction, I put money on top, $2.49, and eggs on the bottom. This is a 6-pack. And what do I do here to get a unit rate? Divide by 6. 2.49 divided by 6. Whoops, I punched in something wrong. Now that's what you get right there.
42.
That's right. So that one is 42 cents, 0.42 for one egg. So now that we have our 3 unit rates, which one's the better buy? If they all taste the same, which egg should I buy? That's right, we should buy Hank's because they're cheaper. All right, last problem. And again, we're going to do some comparison shopping to spend our money wisely, be a good steward with the money God gives us. Last week, you purchased gas at Costco and you spent $37.67 for 13.5 gallons of gas. Today, you purchased gas at Frankie's and spent $44.36 for 16.25 gallons. Which store had the cheaper price? So what's your word fraction going to be? And how is the gas measured? Gallons, money over gallons. So on one side, we're going to do Costco. On the other side, we're going to do Frankie's. So what's the money spent at Costco? $37.07. Okay, and how many gallons did you get? 13.5. And how do I make this into a unit rate? Perfect. Yeah, you've got this down. So let's see how much it was at Costco. $37.67 divided by 13.5. So I got a big long number in my calculator. How much did that gas cost us?
79.
$2.79 per 1 gallon. Each gallon costs $2.79. Okay. Now at Frankie's, we needed more gas. We got more gas and spent more money. So until we find a unit rate, it's going to be hard to know which costs more per gallon. So let's divide by 16.25 and see what Frankie's cost. 44.36 divided by 16.25. All right, that's what's in my calculator. What's the price per gallon? $2.73. You're doing a good job at remembering those rounding rules. So where should you get your gas? Yep, get it at Frankie's. It's cheaper than Costco. All right, so I'm going to give you, did I already give you the practice problems? All right, I'm going to give you the practice problems, but work on your late assignments first because the quarter is about to end and I need those late assignments handed in.